back in the VirtualBox. So I mean, sorry, not VirtualBox, but VMware. So now I'm about to fire one of these up. So I might as well go ahead and fire up my Ubuntu server. So follow a progress bar while it loads itself up. And since I'll be running multiple instances, I closed out other applications because you will need all your available RAM to run these, especially running multiple VMs in parallel. So now I click the console tab, and then I click on there, and it actually open up the virtual machine in a new window. And as you can tell, my CPU bar just jumped up the minute I clicked on that. And of course, it's like I did with VirtualBox and VMware. Same thing, rules apply. Type in my username, and of course my password. Okay, I typed in the wrong password, so let me go back in here. And since there's a few less features, you won't hit a drum roll, but you will get graphical representation to see what you're doing. So that's what I'll do now. Go ahead and start Apache up. Because now I finally have it set up so I can actually run Apache with a virtual environment where something else is actually going to see it. So I actually have XAMPP installed, so it'd be sudo space /opt /LAMPP/LAMPP. And of course, with XAMPP, the full documentation is available on the website, so just do a Google search for XAMPP for XAMPP. And of course, XAMPP is a variable which you can use for either Linux, Unix, Windows, or Mac. Okay. And actually it'll help if I typed in the full command. So it should have been sudo folder name, and then of course the start command. So Apache said, okay, you called me, but what am I supposed to do? Start. And here's one nice feature about VMware that's not available in VirtualBox. So when I type in ifconfig, I see a real IP address. So I'll type in ifconfig, and now I see a real IP address. So my IP address now will be 168.43.129. And I'm going a little bit earlier on when I told you about that one feature, manage virtual networks. You can open this puppy up, and then from here set your subnet up. And of course it decides it's going to run very slow, especially if a virtual machine open. So I probably did this beforehand. Right now you get a summary of all the hosts running. So the subnet for this, everything that runs off of NAT will be 168.43.0. So everything between 192, 168.43.1 to whatever will be a valid IP address. And that's automatic bridging, shows you the the virtual network mapping and everything else. And of course you have full DHCP functionality, thank goodness. So you don't have to worry about hard coding and hard typing everything in there. And of course, NAT functionality. And you guys see figure out how you're going to start it and stop it. But I want to keep this thing running so I don't have to worry about hard coding all that junk in. So actually I'm going to pause out of here real quick. So now I have Apache running on here. and it's at 168.43. So I type in 192.168.43. VMware says it's 129, and it should give me the opening page for example, no problem. So while that's running, close this tab up, go back to my VM machine, virtual machines. And of course, it says DSL is off, so I'll turn that one on. Go ahead and click for that to open up. And the good advantage of DSL Linux, like I said earlier, it's a very, very light distribution. It takes some very few resources and it boots really quickly. So when this virtual machine opens up, it'll already be at the desktop, or should be at the desktop. That is if I hit enter first. It's different. Basic DSL means darn small Linux. You're not talking about your DSL connection. So you have your infamous Linux boot screen with Tux in the corner. Tux, the Linux mascot. Depends where again. Depends where you're trying to go. Depends on the person who has the server. Yeah.
Depends on the person who has.
And as you can see, DSL Linux is actually pretty decently fast, even on a VM machine. Oops. Clicking the wrong thing. I actually need to go back to my virtual machine to get the IP address. So it's 192.168.43.129. So I'll type that same IP address in here. And as you can see, boom, it sees it as well. So VMware is real good, real easy to set up, and it's real good for your network environments.